Hey beauty babes, welcome to my channel. I'm Maria, aka Agape Love Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from my channel. I'm not sure how much interest there's really going to be in this video, but I'm not necessarily filming this for the interest of everybody, though I do hope there is a little bit of interest. But I'm more so filming this as a little bit of a documentation slash just like journal-esque type of thing for my own like health, fitness, weight loss progress, and just to track it and things like that, and just also share with you guys for those who are interested in this journey. Now I have been sharing a lot of my surgery journey and things like that, and if you have not seen those, if you're new here, if you want to see a little bit more of that, I will link those videos in that playlist in the eye. I've also shared a little bit about my weight loss as well, and I have a full like weight loss journey that I shared on my blog many years ago when I used to be 240 pounds, but that's a whole other subject. This is just a new time in my life. I kind of want to start, and I don't know if I'll do this maybe monthly, I'm not quite sure, but I just want to have a video to track my progress and track some goals. In this video today I'm going to be sharing my current weight, my current measurements, and then my fitness goals, and then just kind of see how it goes from there. Now I am not someone who is any kind of fitness guru. I literally hardly know anything except for what I've researched myself and then learned from my husband, who has a lot more knowledge about this stuff. He did grow up being very active, working out quite a lot. He was in the military. He just has a lot of knowledge about fitness and working out and things like that. So he's the one who's been helping me along my journey ever since I started back in 2012. So anyways, I'm not here to share any kind of advice or anything like that. I'm just going to share kind of what I'm doing, what my goals are, and just my current weight. This is just to track, to journal where I'm at now and what I hope for the future. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's go ahead and get into it. Today is Tuesday, January 21st. So I want to make that known just so we know where we are at today. My husband did take my measurements on January 18th, so just a few days ago, but I imagine there hasn't been a huge change, so I'm just letting you know because that's what I have written down right now. And I actually just went and weighed myself today, and I am currently 164 pounds. And for anybody curious, I am 5'4". Next up, I want to share my measurements. I find that with weight loss, it's easy to get discouraged when the number on the scale doesn't change, and sometimes you can be at a plateau and remain the same weight, but clothes start fitting you differently or start fitting you looser, and sometimes it's nice to track something other than the number on a scale, because that doesn't always tell the full story. So I find that measurements are a really great way to see change, you know, aside from the other things, like I said, clothes and things like that. But if you want to see like a noticeable change or a difference or some kind of progress, if you're someone who needs to track some kind of progress, taking your measurements I think is super helpful. So anyways, I'm going to share my current measurements as of January 18th, like I said. So currently my chest is 40.5 inches. My waist is 33 inches. Hips are 37.5 inches. My butt, we measured that because that's part of one of my goals. My butt is 41.5 inches. My arms, both right and left, are 14.5 inches. My thighs are 25.5 inches, both left and right, same. My calves, my right calf is 16 inches and my left calf is 15.5 inches. Now my calves are slightly different. I feel like most people will be even, I imagine so, per appendage and things like that, but mine is slightly different because I did tear a muscle in my left calf several years back, and so I do have like a slight, I think there's a proper word for it, but I can't remember. But anyways, it's a slight indentation, a slight deformality kind of looking thing because of that. So those are differences. So anyways, those are my current measurements, again, for anybody curious, and just for my own tracking sense here in this video. Now that I've said all my current stats, if you will, I want to talk about my fitness goals. Now, I want to disclaim that I'm not someone who's super big on New Year's resolutions. I'm not someone who's like, New Year's resolution is to lose weight, to do this, da da da. So just know this really has nothing to do with New Year's or anything like that. This has been kind of an ongoing process that I'm continuing on. And now, since I have had my surgery, which I had a mommy makeover, tummy tuck and breast augmentation, I want to continue with my fitness and my health. And I do have some goals because this surgery, I didn't get it as a weight loss surgery. It is not a weight loss surgery. And so that being said, there are still other aspects of my body that I would like to work on. Things that I talked about in my original video when I talked about my reason for wanting to get surgery and things like that, and my own insecurities. And so I've decided to make those goals this year, or just not even this year. I'm gonna make this a goal. We'll see how long it takes for me to get there. And through these videos, I'm going to be tracking and sharing that progress. So anyways, my first goal would be one of my biggest insecurities. And I talked about how my stomach was my biggest insecurity, but my second biggest insecurity is actually my arms. And I did take some footage so you guys will see. I'll put it on the screen, and that'll hopefully serve to be like a before and after thing along with my measurements. But my arms have always been a big insecurity for me. Now, as I mentioned already, I used to be 240 pounds, and so my arms were very, very large. But one thing, as I lost weight, they did get smaller and toned down. But the thing is, it seems that anytime I put on weight, one of the first places that I put on weight is in my arms. My arms, I feel like, are just so much larger than, you know, a lot of my body, and they, you know, they flap around and are just an insecurity of mine. Now, not so insecure that I will never wear tank tops and I feel like I have to hide them. Like, I wear tank tops all the time. I'm not gonna hide them, but do I want to fix them? Yes. Do I like them? No. Do I still love myself? Yes. It's just that it's something I don't like, and it's also very uncomfortable. Like when I move, do certain things, like this flaps, it hits against my skin. It's just, it's not comfortable, and that's really the thing. And so that's something that I want to make a goal, is to continue working on my arms. I do have a little bit of muscle, if you can see. Oh, they're small, but it's there, but I just, you know, get rid of this. And so I would like to work on building my muscles. Now, some of you may know, if you are familiar with my videos and watch past videos when I talked about my weight loss and fitness, but I do go to the gym with my husband, and he helps me lift weights. So I am weightlifting. I do go pretty lightweight. Before my surgery, I was doing higher-ish weights. I was getting up to like 20 to 25 pounds, but also as low as like 15 pounds and stuff like that for lifting. But now, since my surgery, and I'm still kind of taking things easy and taking things slow, I'm kind of more at the 10 pound, 15 pound range for lifting weights for now, until I can kind of build up my strength again and get, you know, get back on track. So anyways, we are lifting weights, and that's one thing that I want to work on my arms. I want to slim them down. I want to build a little bit of muscle and just have more sculpted arms. Now, I'm not sure if it is a reality for me that this will fully go away unless I get surgery. I'm not quite sure. I know that when I lost weight before, these did get quite a bit smaller and they weren't so hangy. So I do believe that my skin will hopefully be able to still tighten up a little bit and firm up and sculpt up a little bit as I'm working out, but I'm not quite sure how much that will truly fully go away unless I do get surgery, which I'm not sure if I would do that or not. But that's just something that I want to work on, and so that is one of my fitness goals. Now, the second goal I have is my butt. Not that I'm insecure about my butt. I think I have a decent butt. I wouldn't be like I have a nice butt. It's not awful, but I would love to have more of a peach bottom booty. I would like to have a little bit more of a full round booty as well. Just, I don't know, I like the look of a nice full butt. I know you can get that in the gym if you work hard enough. Leg day is one of my favorite workout days. Like, I know a lot of people don't like leg day, a lot of people skip leg day. You really shouldn't skip leg day, I'm telling you, but it's actually one of my favorite workout days. And I know when we do leg day, like with squats and lunges and things like that, there are certain workouts you can do that help also sculpt your butt. So I'm willing to really work hard to push myself in the gym and work on my booty. I really want to work on getting a nice more bubbly butt. And so, oddly enough, yeah, that's one of my goals. I don't have footage that I'm going to share of my butt, but I may at some point take some pictures of my behind so I can see the difference for myself, which I may or may not share later on. I'm not quite sure. I've shared so much of my body that I don't feel like I need to share everything. So that's something I am working on. It's a fitness goal to kind of work on my booty. The next thing is something that is kind of an insecurity of mine, but not super major, but it's just something I don't care for about myself, and that is my double chin. I do have some footage of me looking, but you can see in a lot of my videos where I'm like, if I turn to the side or whatever, like I've got a double chin, and at certain angles it looks, you know, obviously worse, as I'm sure it does for a lot of people. But even straight on, I feel like, you know, I have this double chin, and I've worked hard to lose a lot of weight and stuff like that, but I feel like my face always still remains to look pretty chubby. And so this is kind of an insecurity of mine, and especially like my profile. I am a little bit insecure about my profile. I feel like some people have such cute profiles and look so good from the side, whereas I do not like the way I look from the side. I don't like this double chin. So I'm not sure really how you can work on sculpting your face or your double chin or anything like that. I think really just eating healthy and slimming down in general is what's going to help it, but I don't know. That's just something to keep in mind, that I'm thinking that I would like to work on sculpting that up a little bit. It's just a random goal of mine, just something I'd mention. And then one last thing, and I don't feel like this is a real major goal of mine, but I should have some kind of goal weight to hit to. And so according to like my BMI or whatever for my height, the healthy weight for me to be would be between, well, according to this chart that I'm looking at, the lowest would be 110 pounds. Oh, that seems kind of crazy. To 140 pounds. That would be the max I should be before I go into being overweight. So currently I am overweight. I've been obese before, I've been extremely obese before, so anyways. And the thing is, I have had a goal weight in mind before, but for me personally, I feel like when I set my mind, I know it's different for everybody, so if you feel like setting a goal number weight is good for you, do that. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I just feel like for me, I've done that before, and it put me in a mindset of being so obsessed with a number that it gets defeating sometimes. And so I do want to say that general, I probably should have a goal weight, but I'm not dead set on it. Like, I'm not trying to like devastate myself. I'm not trying to upset myself. I'm not trying to become obsessed with a number on a scale. Like, that is so beyond what I care the most about, if that makes sense. And even the things like my double chin or my butt or my arms, it's not even about that. It's more so about being healthy. I am more so concerned about how I feel, just mentally as well as physically and things like that. And sure, if I hit a certain weight, great. If not, I don't want to obsess about it. One thing I want to do is not just like lose weight, a number, because I also want to build muscle, and so a number could stay the same, like I've talked about earlier. That's why measurements are important, because you're building muscle. You could be losing fat but building muscle, you know what I mean? And so I'm not super want to get obsessive over a number, but we will say that, like, if I had to pick a goal weight, 140 would probably be what it is. We will just see. I'm just going to keep pushing myself, keep working hard, but not pushing myself in a sense of being defeated. You know what I mean? This feels really good for me. I enjoy working out. I feel really great. And so that's what matters to me. But anyways, I don't want to ramble on and on about it. I just wanted to come on camera and share some of my health and fitness goals for you guys to know, as well as, you know, keep me accountable, as well as for me to just kind of track my progress and things like that. So anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I'm sorry if it seemed all over the place and a little bit random. Hopefully the next one will be a little bit better. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, I do hope you would give it a thumbs up. Share your thoughts and opinions with me in a comment. If you are new here and would like to check out more of my content, I'll put a few videos on the screen here for you guys to check out. I would love for you guys to stick around, maybe consider subscribing to my awkward self. But anyways, with all that being said, I just want to thank you once again so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes. Mwah!